My afternoon on the weekends, I do a lot of driving around because we ain't got as many people working on the farms. So this is the first farm I start on. This is my home farm. Let's get a truck a minute. I'll give you a little tour. So I don't think I've ever shown you the whole lot. I just show you little clips of here, there, and you don't know what farm's what. Front of the farm, cake feeder over there, that's where we sing our cattle box and park all our trucks. This is what you come to when you first get here. Office window, engine room, going around the front, got some calves in there, chemicals and whatnot's there. Tractor there, ready for the calves to feed. I've just done the grub, parlour building, door shut, tank room. Hard job get a good picture of this because it's far like a bit tight in here. Tank there, washout facilities, bottom fill pipe linked up, ready to go. Tanker's bin, so I've got to turn them on in a minute. Dustbins, chemical store there, and office in the corner there. That's about it. Parlour. Tin aside, put through a good 300 this afternoon for engine 10, something like that. About 2.5 hours. Shed along here for cows. Some cow here waiting to come in. That's about it. This is great for cows, ill cows, cows what go down, stuff like that, because it's right alongside the parlour there. Cake bin at the back. This is the only place we could put a cake bin, because I'll just let these cows run for milk in a minute. Got this little yard set up here for the cows. When they come out of the parlour, they go nowhere, and then when one man's sweeping out, they set all the doors up and they go into one shed, and then we'll drive these cows round halfway through. So they're all lining up ready to go. We're an hour later today because the clocks went back, so they all think it's 3 o'clock, not 2 o'clock. Cake bin there, 20 tons. Feed in the parlour. We don't feed as much in the parlour in the winter as in the summer. Cows are out day and night on grass most of the year. And then in the winter we feed them down the barrier, and then we give them a little bit in the parlour to get them to come in. All the cows there waiting to go in. Cows here. Gonna drive them all out these cubicle sheds in a minute. This is the centre feed barrier. Put 2 load of grub round so they're sort of ready for tomorrow. We're going to drive all the cows out and sweep all this out in a minute into the lagoon down the bottom there. I rake the beds with ease, so it's like a concrete leveler, concrete leveler thing, but it's made of aluminium, so it's really weight. Because this is the beds as soon as the cows get out. So this is your standard bed. There's a little bit of shite there. Well, I've got to rake off, but not a great deal. One here, quite bad. It's dry. Sand, even though it's dry, it looks good. The sand stays dry all through the winter. Don't matter how much rain you have blowing in or whatever. If it blows in really hard, then obviously it'll get a little bit wet, but not much. So I'm going to drive all these out there, and then we'll get scraping up. Hopefully tomorrow we'll take some muck out, because the ground is really dry at the moment, so we want to take full advantage of it, because there's nothing worse than taking muck out when it's wet and horrible. So yeah, we're going to see how we go. Right, so that's that farm done. Those cows drove out, milking's going on down there. Now I'm up on the spring unit. So this is our straw what I got for the winter. This is our other straw chopper here. Slightly bigger, 8500. Slightly wider this one. He's got the mud guards. It's full of straw at the moment, so you can't see inside. It's pretty much the same as the other one. He just chucks through it a lot faster, right? So he's a lot quicker. Because we do a lot more straw and down up here, because it's all deep litter sheds for these spring calving cows. And it goes on the back of this tractor, a peach. Just gonna see how the milking's getting on. There's our cake bins, got 2 cake bins here. These feed the parlour, they both go into one. So both bins feed into one, so we can mix like different stuff in. Quite often we do lucerne pellets in one, and cow cake in the other, and mix it together. Bulk tank there, that's the old parlour and old bin there. Here's the cows going in for milking. Just walk on through. Slightly smaller cows here. Don't get through the parlour. Go on. All going alright? All going alright? Best thing about this time of year is one person can milk all these cows, because they're all getting near dry off. Another 2 months and they'll be dry. Spray all these up. Very efficient with one person. A lot of work. You've got to work hard, but very efficient. I've gone out. Spray all them up. What we have to do is get the teeth get thicker before long, because it's getting wetter. So we'll put it on neat probably. What I like about this parlour is the cows to walk themselves in, walk themselves out. We ain't got to drive them out. Here they go. That's winter feed there. There's self feed on that, so no we will put bits in racks like there. But they're going to go out for a month and a half, yeah, probably. Very dry ground, so they can go out. The grass is growing really well this year. Here we go. Right, so once they're out, I just shut this gate. Open up the other gate. Shut, and there we go, look, here comes the next stop. Now I'm going to start switching units over. I'll feed these. That's the first 4 fed. So now I'm going to put on the first 4. I've put the camera down because I can't do it one-handed. But he's ready to go. And I'm going to feed all the rest up through, and I'll start putting units on. And then we're just constantly putting units on all the time. As soon as I've got these on, these will be going out, and then I'll come back down the front and put these back on here. Very fast, very efficient. I have all this done in an hour and a half, 323 Ks. 321 actually, we had 2 go on with TV this week. Well, spring cows, some of these cows are milking really well at the moment. This one here, don't know what breed she is, Scandinavian something, Swedish. 8.8, still dropping it out. She's going to come in at about 21-22 litre average. There's another one somewhere. Some are, like, some don't give nothing, like this one. These give 1.6 so far. Another one, 2.3. Lying a great deal. Yeah. Not much coming out that side. Just gives 7 point. Can't even see that. 7.4. That one, fairly Jersey-ish. As soon as that grass stops out in the field, that's it. When they come in on silage, that milk will drop right off. Fats and proteins go up. Yeah, you skip 7, 8. Yeah, it's gonna be yeah, 7, 17, 18 litres each should come in. There's cows what have just come in, so I wouldn't say they've got a massive bag on them. Oh, here's one. This one's got a bit of juice in them still. It'd be a late calver though, it'd be April, I bet you. I could look if I looked on the paperwork, but you can just tell by looking at them. See, this one here I calved in February. This one here I calved like end of March, April, giving up like that much milk in her. This one give 10, 10.8, that's the most I've seen. 209 there, give 8.8, yeah. So, yeah, milking alright. Considering they're only getting 2 kilos of cake and they're out on grass day at night. And it's 1st of November tomorrow, 8.9. That's a very biggest black and white cow. Yeah, that's not too bad. Right, that's another side on again. Let's just spray that side up. Right, if you have a look at this. So I've got here, I've got a plate cooler where I can switch on and off in the parlour, so I know he's on all the time. Milk goes in the where, and this pump pumps it on up. Goes on up over there and over to this tank here. Go on. Go on, just get through these cows. Go on, I'll show you this tank. So I have that plate cooler light on in the parlour, so I know he's on all the time, and I need to know he's on all the time because he's a nice plate cooler. So the milk goes from like 27, 28 or whatever it is when it comes out cows, 30, 37, and then it goes, I'll show you that in a minute. Goes in there, goes through this filter, it's a 500 k filter there. And then it goes into this plate cooler, and this is ice. That's freezing cold, that is. Honeycomb, so it's like really efficient. And then it goes in there, this is hot, it's like good 30, 35, 30, probably 40 degrees. And then this is ice cold. When it's really cold in the winter, that nearly goes frosty. That's how cold it is. Another switch there, turn plate cooler on. Buffer tank here, because the milk tanker comes whenever he wants on this farm. We've got a contract with them to say when they want to come, they can come. It doesn't matter if it's halfway through milking or whatever. So this milk, it's going through the parlour at the moment, going through this pipe, what's stone cold. Goes into this tank. Look at that, 3.9 degrees. Goes in there with a non-return valve here. So once this milk goes in, it can't come back out. In 18,000 litre tank. So if tanker turns up in the mix, tanker can turn up whenever he wants. He can start loading that tank up, start taking that milk on straight away, and then we put the milk in that buffer tank until he's gone, and then we wash out that big tank, and then it goes back in there. Go back in the parlour. When I built this parlour, I didn't think about how I was going to actually get in it, get through the cows. So we're racing on through the cows. Probably halfway through. Been up here about 40 minutes and we're halfway through. And there you go, I've just showed you all that, and I'm back in the parlour, and these cows are nearly milked this side. This side's coming in. Off we go again. Look at that, they love coming in. Don't race on in. There we go, we've got a line up. All eating a cake. The wildfire cake. These are the hoppers. They cost about 60 quid. Nothing to go wrong with them though. The cake fills up in there. So you press the button in a minute and it starts filling out with cake. And then all you got is a red ball there, what lifts up on string, drop the cake down. Really, really basic, but there's nothing to go wrong. So anybody can milk on this parlour and get through. Like, you've got problems with the feeders, and it's gonna have to be really, really serious. Go Right, they're all in eating cake and I'm going to start putting on. Right, so I've just let the cows go. We have one side left in the park there, so I thought we'd let them out. Here's the tracks, railway steeper tracks. We've got railway steeper tracks this side of the road and the other side of the road. About 600 metres each side. Here's the cows going on up to the field. Well, you got a lot of different sizes, see, like got your black and white Holstein cow there, and then you've got your Jersey Cross there. That's what I like, a black and white one like that. That'd be Irish genetics. They're not as big as a Holstein, bigger than a Jersey. They got a good set, they're just strong built animals and still lace out some milk. Red one like that's pretty good, but if you're going to get bloat or mag problems, it's going to be one of the little orange ones. Black and white ones seem to be more sceptical to it. We are blessed with grass this year. We had 2 months in the summer where we had no grass. We had to feed silage heavy, but now the grass has come back and it's held the milk up. It's nearly better actually. Like I don't want a year like it again really. This is a massive pain in the ass feeding in the summer. But when you get grass all through the summer and then it goes in the autumn, they milk well all through the summer and then it knocks off in the autumn. But this year they milked okay in the summer. You know, they could have done better if they want grass. But the grass has come back now and they're milking really well. And the fats and proteins are high, so we're getting a good milk price. So like, it's job know what's better. We'll see, like, you know, they've all gotten calve all right too. Like that was my biggest concern. I thought it's dry summer, bloody things aren't going to get calf, but they have. They've done all right. It ain't a bad year actually. We're going to come in a lot higher on the milk than before. There we go, look, they're going to go on up in the field out there. We could do with a wider track if anything. This ain't too bad so you don't get pushed up it or down it. If it was wider it'd be a bit better, it'd be a bit more to scrape up. But they do sometimes stand on each other's feet if they're in a mad rush like in the spring. But you wouldn't want any more going up than that. That's a nice pace, that is. But look at all that grass out there, see? Like this is an organic farm, so it has no fertiliser. We do a lot of reseeding, every field's on a 5-year rotation, so we only do 5-year lays. Chuck a bit of clover and whatnot in with it. But that's growing well, that has. We inject slurry on it, but apart from that, nothing. It's all cow shit. There we go.